It's time for Where You Live with Gene and Tony, the show that's all about owning, buying, selling, renting, and association management. If it involves a home, we'll talk about it. Here's your chance to get your homeowner questions answered. From the Concierge Landscape Studios, here's Gene and Tony.
Needed the shelter of someone's arms, and there you were. Needed someone to understand my ups and downs.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of Where You Live with Gene and Tony. I'm Gene Sullivan.
And I'm Tony Crockett.
And today on the show, first, an HOA sues an insurance company for denying their $4 million claim. We're going to get into the details of that in just a moment. In addition, in the battle of renters in homeowner associations, there's one association that wants to tell its members who they can and can't rent to, who they can sell and not sell to. Is that a good idea? And then also on the national front, a new national group is forming. One that was formerly called the Texas Homeowners Advocate Group is now the National Homeowners Advocate Group, or they refer to themselves as the National Hags Coalition. And, Tony, I got to tell you, that is one name. When we talk to them in a future show here, we've got to find out what in the world were they thinking of in putting together that acronym, the National Hags Coalition. But whether you think that's a good name or not, they are organizing and rallying people around the state of Texas and around the nation now to help them tell lawmakers to stop all HOAs from being able to foreclose on its members for non-payment of dues. So we've got that and so much more here on Where You Live. And, of course, we have time for your questions, your comments, and your topics you want to bring up.
We want to hear from you on these topics or anything that's on your mind. Call us at 651-289-4488.
And now it is time for Property Management in the News. And this comes from Tampa, Florida. Tampa Condo Group sues insurer for repairs. It's not quite Keith Richards' fingers or Ugly Betty's smile, but a Hyde Park Condominium Association has set its legal sights on the Lloyd's of London. The overseas insurance company, more famous for insuring celebrity body parts, is the focus of a lawsuit filed in Hillsborough Circuit County Court. Tampa attorney Pete Cardillo said that Lloyd's is liable for nearly $4 million in repairs to the Hyde Park Place 2 Homeowners Association. The problem, Cardillo says, is that water damage and subsequent wood rot have caused problems with the framing of the 96-unit three-story structure. It has impaired the structural integrity of the building. It's so bad that in some places they've had to shore it up with jacks to hold up part of the building. Amy Wojciechowski,
it's pronounced just like it's spelled.
Yes, has owned a one-bedroom condo there for more than 2 years. And nearly all that time, her balcony has been off limits because it awaits repairs. I wouldn't go out there, she said. It's not safe. It's too dangerous. But she has paid $10,000 for 2 assessments so that repairs can begin. She has not planned to be stuck in that condo for long, and now she's been advised now to try and sell and move. The conditions are so bad that units will have to be evacuated in the event of a hurricane because it won't be safe to stay there, Cardillo said. After considerable time, Lloyd's of London, who has investigated the claim, has rejected it. And it was Cardillo who said, "We knew all along that they were going to deny the claim." Lloyd's maintains that the damage issues date back to several years before the policy with Lloyd's of London ever came into place with the Condominium Association. The company says in court documents that the issues that they're dealing with termite, water and rot damage at their association goes back as far as 2003. Tony.
Yes.
This, I'm amazed that we have an association that is going to try and sue because of trying to get the $4 million.
It seems pretty obvious that they are on the wrong side of this issue, don't you think?
It does, and and maybe not for a lot of people who would be our listeners. When we think of insurance and the purpose to have insurance, we think of those major events that take place.
Right.
Where you have a fire that devastates
Sure.
half of the building. You have a tornado that rips off the roof.
Or in Florida, a hurricane. Right.
And those types of situations, yes, when an event happens, the insurance is there to take care of those major concerns and bring someone back to whole.
And isn't that what insurance is meant to do?
Yes.
To address an event.
Yes, but the key is in a particular event.
Right.
The issue that is at hand here, and I think what, like you said, causes us to think that the association's kind of on the wrong side of this issue, is they're looking at items that go back for a number of years. When you have termite problems, you have water rot, that's something that doesn't happen overnight. That's something that happens over years and years. Because
of usually deferring maintenance.
Yes.
Right.
Most of the time it can be, that's the cause, because people just aren't taking care of their homes the way they should. And given, for what the association is going through, it may be difficult because, let's face it, if you own a home and you have termites just running rampant, the cost to cure may be a lot more than you ever bargained for, or have the ability to pay. But that doesn't mean that it's not your responsibility as a homeowner.
That's right.
And the thing here that to me is, I think that bothers me, is that here is a association trying to place that on the insurance company, thinking that there are unending pockets with the insurance company to be able to take care of this.
And you told me something interesting about Lloyd's of London. It's very unusual for a homeowners association to be insured with them, right?
Oh, it is.
So why do you think that happened?
I mean, I'm only just guessing here, but my guess would be that if you are asking the Lloyd's of London to be your insurance company, you're dealing with a company that doesn't deal with traditional insurance, traditional markets. Because they began the story. They will insure Keith Richards' fingers. Ugly Betty, who's on that show, her smile. All of those things are protected, so they will do what is unusual. And so here is an association.
They take on insurance for things that other companies won't insure.
That's right.
Okay.
And when they do it, it's at a pretty penny. You can believe that that's what it's going to be in terms of cost. You're talking about something that's huge, and so the fact that they are getting insurance from there might be the fact that this is an association that could have put in one too many nuisance claims because if an
with the more traditional insurance carriers.
Oh yes, I mean we've known that in the past years over time when we've dealt with a client who is over the last couple years have had a series of insurance claims, and maybe some of it's necessary, but you put several of them back to back. All of a sudden, the insurance company says, "Wait a minute, I don't know if you're a good risk."
Sure, the property can become uninsurable.
Yeah, now we have something here in the state that allows for that, and there's a special pool that is involved, but that's not necessarily the case in every single state.
I see.
That they have that available. So you're going to reinsure another company like a Lloyd's of London. But it is. I don't think they're going to get anywhere with this at all. Do you?
Well, I wouldn't think so, but you never know.
It's not.
Once you get in front of the judge.
We should probably try and keep our eye on this to see if
see what
they
the result
do
is.
Get anywhere with the lawsuit, but I wouldn't think so. Well, that is Property Management in the News today. And Property Management in the News has been brought to you by Pest Control Services. When you need this service in your home or apartment, you want to give owner Greg Keener a call. He is reliable. He is efficient. He is a member of Angie's List. And his phone number is, Tony?
I have it here, 952-894-9748.
Give Greg a call and tell him that Gene and Tony sent you. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be dealing with the battle of renters and HOAs, one association telling its members who they can and can't rent to, who they can sell and not sell to. More on this after these messages.